Right now, somewhere in the world, a woman is sitting alone in her car after a long day. The engine is off, the city is still moving around her, but she isn't moving at all. She isn't injured, she isn't in physical pain, no one has just shouted at her, yet tears are quietly rolling down her face. She is crying because of a feeling, a mix of exhaustion, disappointment, and something she can't quite name. She wipes her eyes, feels slightly embarrassed, and wonders why her body is doing this. No other animal on Earth does what she is doing. A dog can look heartbroken when you leave the house. An elephant can stand over the bones of a dead relative and gently touch them with its trunk. A chimpanzee can scream in pure distress when it loses a fight or is separated from its group. But none of them produce tears because they feel something. Their eyes only water to keep the surface clean or to flush out dust and irritants. Ours water when we're sad, overwhelmed, proud, moved by music, or even when we're happy. We are the only species that leaks pure emotion out of our eyes. Scientists call these emotional tears. They are chemically different from the ordinary tears that protect and lubricate our eyes. Emotional tears contain higher levels of protein, manganese, and stress hormones. When we cry from feelings, we are literally releasing some of the chemistry of stress onto our cheeks. Charles Darwin noticed this uniqueness more than 150 years ago. In his book, The Expression of the Emotions in Man and Animals, he called emotional tears purposeless. He could see the point of tears that cleaned the eye, but he could not understand why a grown human would cry during grief or joy. He was wrong, but it took science a long time to begin figuring out why. The leading researcher on this subject is a Dutch psychologist named Ad Vingerhoets. He has spent decades studying why only humans weep. His work, along with that of other scientists, shows that emotional crying almost certainly evolved from the distress calls that baby mammals make when they are separated from their mothers. Almost every young mammal has a separation cry. It is loud, urgent, and designed to bring the mother back. In most species, that cry stays purely vocal and largely disappears once the animal grows up. In humans, something strange and profound happened. The sound of distress became linked to the production of visible tears, and we kept the ability for our entire lives. Even as adults, when we are no longer helpless infants, we still cry. Why would evolution keep such a vulnerable signal? One strong theory is that tears became a safer and more precise form of communication. A loud cry can attract predators or enemies as easily as it attracts help. Silent tears can be directed at specific people we trust. They say, without words, "I am vulnerable right now. I need care. I am not a threat." Modern studies support this idea. When people see tears on a face, they rate that person as sadder, more honest, and more in need of help. They become more willing to offer comfort. In one remarkable experiment, men who unknowingly smelled women's emotional tears with no detectable scent showed significantly reduced aggression in laboratory tests. The tears themselves seemed to act as a chemical signal that lowered the urge to attack. Our unusually long childhood may be the key to why this developed. Human babies are helpless for years, far longer than the young of almost any other animal. We needed a powerful, hard-to-ignore way to keep caregivers close and attentive across that long period of dependence. Tears became that signal, and once the system was in place, it stayed with us into adulthood as a tool for social bonding, empathy, and emotional release. We cry when we lose someone. We cry when we are overwhelmed. We cry when we feel profound beauty or relief. In every case, the tears are doing social work. They broadcast our inner state to the people around us and invite connection. So, the next time you cry at a film, a song, a memory, a birthday, or a quiet moment alone in your car, remember this. You are doing something no other animal on this planet can do. You are turning pure feeling into water and letting it fall from your eyes. Evolution decided that showing weakness in this particular way was so valuable for our survival as a deeply social species that it became uniquely human. We don't just feel more complex emotions than other animals, we leak them, and in that strange, watery signal lies one of the quietest and most powerful things that makes us human. Do you think emotional tears make us stronger or more fragile? Have you ever cried and felt the shift in how someone treated you afterwards? Tell me what you think in the comments.